I'm Brad, and I was born into a very wealthy family. On the outside, everyone would think I have it all, but I had so many problems that I had to deal with alone. Starting with my brother, Hunter. He was 5 years older than me. The moment I was born, he looked at my mom with evil eyes. I don't want to share my parents with this annoying red baby. Will you also give him money? Does that mean I will get less money? You're the worst parents ever! Then, he tried to hit me with his car toy, but luckily Mom was able to protect me. Growing up, Hunter was always teasing me and making me cry. Once, when I was 5, Mom was looking at Hunter's report card, disappointed because it was filled with F's.
I can't believe you don't know such basic things. Just answer this. How many continents are in the world?
Really, Mom? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. The answer is 35. No, dummy! There are 7 continents!
That's right, Brad. You're such a brilliant kid.
But Hunter got really mad. He snatched my glasses and stomped on them. Oh, and now how many fingers do you see, smarty pants? Why are you mad at my glasses? It's not their fault you're dumb. I kicked his leg and ran away. And to make matters worse, everyone always said I was the good-looking brother. Some old cousin came to visit us, and the moment he saw me with Hunter, he ran and pushed him away. What is this filthy boy doing with Brad? Some dangerous gang sent him to kidnap Brad. Take this kid away. No, Uncle, this is my brother. Shut up, you old, ugly man. I'm too ugly to be rich. Well, you're too ugly to be alive. And with that, Hunter kicked the old man and left. I'm sorry about my brother. He has anger issues. And from that day on, Hunter avoided being around me. But once, when I was 7, my family organized a charity party, and I was going around when I saw Hunter and his friends smoking. What are you doing? Hunter and his friends circled me, and he pinned me against the wall. Don't you dare say a word to anyone, or I will finish you off. But I ran off straight to Mom, and Hunter was grounded for a whole month. Well, he hated me even more now. Life was unbearable with him, but at least I had Jessica, the cutest girl on earth. She was the daughter of my dad's wealthy business partner. They used to visit us a lot when we were kids. Once, when I was in the 3rd grade, she came running holding 2 ice cream cones for me and her. But my annoying brother stopped her. Aw, thank you for bringing me this. You're such a sweet kid.
No, this is for Brad.
Who is Brad? I know only one Brad, and he is into boys. And with that, he took the ice cream from her, pushed her away. I came running and pushed him. Don't touch her, idiot! Or what? You're gonna cry to mommy, flower boy? I bit his leg so hard that it started bleeding. He started crying like a little baby. And although I was little back then, I held Jessica in my arms and left.
I love you more than ice cream, Brad.
Me and Jessica became close over the years. My parents even made a special room for Jessica when she used to sleep over. Once, when I was in the 7th grade, I was eating lunch with Jessica when some girl came and gave me a note with a huge smile on her face. Jessica snatched the paper from me and read it. I like you. You're so hot. I added you on Facebook last night. Let's talk. Jessica looked furious, and I swore to her that I had no intention of seeing any girl other than her. But Jessica was just so jealous. She threw the paper at me and left crying. I tried contacting her for days, but she just ignored me. One night, while I was studying for a big exam, Hunter barged in, and with him was his girlfriend and her sister, who was about my age. Hey, brother. This is Anne. You guys talk to each other. Be friends. Me and her sister need some privacy. You know what I mean? I was really nervous and didn't know what to say. I just stared at the door and said, "That's my favorite door. It's brown and it's built different." Just then, the door flung open and Jessica was standing there, looking furious. I jumped up immediately. "Oh, hi, Jessica, this is, she is, a girl, as you can see." Jessica stepped closer, yelling.
We stopped talking for a few days and you've already found a girlfriend?
She raised her arm to slap me, but I stopped her. Do you really think I'm seeing this girl, Jessica? Look into my eyes and tell me, do you think I can replace you? Jessica looked at me for a few seconds, then burst into tears and hugged me. I'm sorry, Brad. I'm such an idiot. I got jealous and your stupid brother called me and told me that you had a girl here, and I came running like crazy. Hunter? He is so done! I was about to go punch him, but Jessica stopped me.
He isn't worth your anger, Brad. He just wants to bring out the worst in you. Don't give him that.
I looked into her beautiful hazel eyes and gave her the most passionate kiss. I didn't know how long her kiss lasted, but it made the other girl, Anne, cry.
Oh, that's so sweet, guys. Such lovebirds.
We laughed and I hugged Jessica again.
I love you more than ice cream, Brad.
Over the next 2 years, Jessica and I were inseparable, and I hardly talked to Hunter. Until one day, I was downstairs waiting for Jessica to come so we could go to the movies. I called her so many times, but she wasn't picking up. But then I heard Hunter from behind me. Aw, you look like a little baby who's lost his mommy. What do you want? Oh, don't tell me you don't know what happened with Jessica. What are you talking about? Well, Jessica left, bro. Jessica is just, I don't know. Just say goodbye to her. Aren't you tired of your stupid pranks? You liar. You can never separate me from Jessica. Yeah, I can't. But her dad can. He and Dad had a huge fight, and they're not partners anymore. And guess what? He's now Dad's competitor. Will you date your dad's competitor's daughter? That's forbidden love, buddy. You're just lying. Get lost. Huh? You really thought you'd get everything in this life? It's time for you to lose. And lose terribly. Shut up! Shut up! I couldn't believe what I heard and ran straight to Jessica's house. The bodyguards wouldn't let me in. I started screaming her name, and I waited outside for so long until I fell asleep next to their gate. I got really sad and hardly slept all weekend. And on Monday, I started looking for her in the school and found her emptying her locker. Jessica, what's going on? I missed you so much. I've been calling you. Are you okay? Are we okay?
I'm not supposed to talk to you.
And with that, she walked away. I held her arm to stop her.
Let me go, Brad. We're moving to another city. It was great having you in my life, but everything has an end. Good luck with your life.
Stop. No, our love knows no end. I'm not letting you go. I don't care about our parents.
Well, I do.
And with that, she left. I stood there with tears rolling on my cheeks. Did I just lose the love of my life? I ran away from school until I got home. Started yelling at my parents. You are heartless. You emotionless people only care about money. After that, it felt like all my days were the same. Going to school and sitting in my room and never talking to my parents for 2 years. That is, until one day, I was at my friend's house and on my way home, I had a terrible accident. I was okay, but my legs got hurt really bad that I wasn't able to walk for a few weeks. My parents were away on business for 3 months, and I told them I was totally fine, so they wouldn't worry. Hunter didn't even check up on me, and although I had servants taking care of me, I got super bored alone. But one day, someone knocked on the door. It was Anne. She wanted to check on me, and we talked. And after that, she'd visit me every day till I was well enough to walk again. I never forgot about Jessica, but having Anne around did make me feel happier. And one day, Anne said,
Hey, I've seen with my own eyes how much you love Jessica, but it's been 2 years, and I'd rather have the courage to say how I feel now than living in regret later. I love you, Brad, and I wish I could be your girlfriend, but if you don't...
You can. You can be my girlfriend, Anne. I was so tired of being alone, and I just wanted a fresh start. Anne jumped and hugged me, and we had a great night together. She loved me so much and did her best to make me happy. She even decided to go to the same university as mine just to be with me. I was so happy, or so I thought, because the moment I entered one of my classrooms with Anne beside me, I saw her. I saw Jessica, and all my old feelings came rushing back. Just then, our eyes met, and I couldn't look away. We looked at each other for an entire minute until Anne poked me, and just then, she noticed Jessica. I felt bad. Instantly, this wasn't fair to Anne. I quickly walked with her. The next day at the university, I spotted a crowd of boys gathered in the hall. Just then, they parted, and I saw Jessica come through, wearing the most breathtaking red dress. She walked right up to me and put a hand on my arm.
Hey, Brad. It's so good to see you. Do you think we can go somewhere quiet to talk?
Suddenly, Anne was by my side, and she gently pushed Jessica's hand away.
Babe, we only have 10 minutes for our date before class starts.
And with that, she dragged me into the janitor's closet and started kissing me. Whoa, Anne, what are you doing?
What? A girl can't kiss her boyfriend?
Yeah, of course a girl can. When we stepped out, I saw Jessica storming off. This was so awkward. It was hard to be in the same room with the two. Once, I was paired with Jessica for a science experiment, and I could feel Anne staring at us. Just then, Jessica dropped some liquid in a test tube all over my shirt.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me clean that.
She started rubbing the stain, and she was standing so close. I found myself smelling her hair, but I snapped out of it. Don't worry, I got this. And I ran to the bathroom. Later that day at the cafeteria, she came and sat at my table. Just then, Anne came running and jumped into my lap. She kept playing with my hair, whispering in my ear, and then she accidentally knocked a glass of juice onto Jessica's clothes.
Oops. I guess you should hurry off and clean that.
These girls were driving me crazy. The next day, I pretended I was sick and just stayed in my dorm room. But sometime later, there was a knock on my door, and Jessica walked in. What are you doing here?
Brad, I've been trying to talk to you.
You just left me high and dry, Jessica. There's nothing to be said.
I didn't have a choice then. Just listen to me. I never stopped thinking about you, Brad. I'm sure Anne is great, but I know you still have feelings for me. Look into my eyes and say no if you mean it.
She came really close, and I just wanted to kiss her. But suddenly, there was a knock on the door again. Brad, how are you feeling? Can I come in? Just a sec. I pushed Jessica under the bed and hopped into it. Anne had brought soup and my favorite comics, and she started kissing me. And this was so freaking awkward. When she left, Jessica got up with tears in her eyes.
You have to choose, Brad. Me or her, and do it soon, please.
And she left. God, this was so hard. The next day, the physics professor took us out to a park to explain different forces. And he asked for 2 volunteers to go on an electronic merry-go-round. Just then, Jessica raised her hand, and so did Anne. The professor switched it on, and for the first 30 seconds, everything was fine. But suddenly, something went very wrong. The merry-go-round seemed to be spinning faster and faster out of control, and the girls were in danger of just flying off. I ran to save them, but I realized I could only save one. I ran to her, to Jessica. She landed in my arms and hugged me tight, while the professor saved Anne. Anne came to me with tears in her eyes.
I don't know why I'm even crying. Why am I even surprised?
Anne, listen, please.
No, Brad, you don't have to explain. I get it. You still love her, and I can't just live with the fact that the guy I love is in love with someone else. I think I should leave now. I'll cry over this for some weeks, but then I'll wake up one morning, and I'll know that I deserve someone better. Have a good life, Brad.
I tried to stop her, but I knew there was no use. I turned around to look at Jessica, who was also crying. Oh, you're crying now? Congrats! Anne is the second person you made feel worthless and sad. You broke her heart! And I left. I felt bad for yelling at her, but I still hadn't forgiven her for my own heartbreak. I decided to go home for a few days and just wouldn't leave my room. One day, I was curled up in bed when suddenly, someone started dragging me off by my leg. Hunter? What is your problem, jerk? Just leave me alone! You and your miserable face. That's my problem. Get your butt out of bed, stop crying like a baby, and go back. I leapt forward and attacked him. As we wrestled around on the floor, I yelled, "Why have you always hated me? What did I ever do to you?" He pushed me off, all his might. Oh, don't flatter yourself. I don't hate you, because I hardly even think about you. But you're so frickin' annoying. You have everything. You've always had everything. You've always been our parents' favorite. You're the best kid in school. You have 2 beautiful girls in love with you. And yet you're sitting here, moping like a loser. I just sat there, looking at him. I think I've ruined everything, Hunter. Well, shut up and fix it then. There's someone here to see you. Don't mess it up. He opened the door and left. And just then, Jessica walked in.
Brad, Dad never allowed me to talk to you. He threatened me, and he moved out of the city. It wasn't me. It was my dad.
Jessica, I just realized how stupid I was for being mad at you. You didn't have a choice back then, and neither did I. But destiny got us back together, and this time, I'll make sure you'll be mine forever. I love you, Jessica. I love you more than ice cream, Brad.